have one more last look in the hermit crab. Bella, come on, jump, ready, come on. Go. I'm just leaving my marina now. I'm saying goodbye to the world. Today's Thursday. I am going to say hopefully come back Sunday maybe. I've got work on Monday. So it's going to be an epic adventure. I'm going to head north up to Moreton Island, and yeah, this is going to be the first long journey that I've kind of ever done in the boat. So yeah, super excited, super keen. I was up last night till about 10 o'clock loading the boat. We did a couple of fuel runs because you know fuel's only $1.70 something if you get it from the servo, but if you go to the marina it's like $2.20. So yeah, over 200 litres of fuel. That's a pretty massive saving. So I've done all that. Yeah, and I've got my GPS ready to go. I've got Bell with me here. I've got the bed all packed up. I've got my laptop to do some work and some editing. Gonna make some videos on the boat. And yesterday I made this pantry. It's so cool because what happened was I had a problem where I didn't know where to store my food. So underneath these couches here, it's all just a massive void. So what I did was I created a small pantry. Check this out. Ta-da! And that cupboard door was actually the doors that were on the original kitchen. So I've reused them and created like a little cupboard door pantry sort of thing. So the Seawitch is looking super cool, super useful, super practical. It's so tidy. I even put up the old Seawitch clock and barometer. I don't know, it kind of, on the VJ wall, it kind of looks timeless. Like, I think it looks really cool. One of the awesome things about this boat is that I'm able to go and make myself a drink while I'm underway. It's so cool. The steering's so stable. The engine oil lights just come on, started flashing. So I've just pulled up and I'm checking out the motor to see what's going on, and I don't know, I think it's just a bad connection on a bad electrical connection on the gauge. So how's that? I just googled engine oil light on my Suzuki outboard, and it said the light will start flashing if it's due for an oil change, and you can turn it off by pulling out the emergency lanyard and pulling it 3 times and it'll reset it. I've done that. The light's gone out. Happy days. Woo! So we've been cruising now for about a good hour and a half, and I'm probably halfway up North Stradbroke Island now. In the distance I can see, I'm pretty sure that's in the middle there, that's Peel Island, and that's going to be the first destination. I'm hoping that's Peel Island, I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah, so far we've used about, gonna say 45-50 litres of fuel, and we've travelled 45-50 kilometres, so average fuel consumption now works out to be about a litre a kilometre, which is pretty fair, I reckon. Land ahoy! Alright, it's time to do some fishing. I've found some reef on the map, and there's fish under the boat. Let's go. The tides in this area, they shift so quickly, exposing all of these beautiful sandbars. They just pop up out of the blue, and in the distance over here you can see that's the open water. So we've got North Straddy here and Moreton Island there, and straight ahead there's also another really beautiful sand cay that we'll check out later. What I'm loving about this right now is that there is absolutely no one around, because it's being a weekday. There is just absolute isolation, and it just makes it feel like a real adventure. So I've got a few hours to explore while the tide is at the low point now. So I'm just crossing this body of water. I've got the boat over there in the distance and the paddleboard. And we're going to go and explore around these mangroves here and see what we can find. Maybe we'll find a big mud crab or something to take home for dinner. So I'm just exploring this this tidal sandbank at the moment. We're going to go see if we can find some mud crabs, but just check out those mangroves over there. Maybe there'll be a couple of mud crabs hiding around there. This is so beautiful. The old Seawitch in the background there. So we've just come into these beautiful mangroves now. We're going to have a look for some mud crabs and see if we can get some dinner. Oh, I can see some baby mud crabs in the distance. That's a good sign. Ought to be a mud crab down here. Look at it. Look at the hole. I'm going to use my my camera rod to put down the hole, see if I can feel anything. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. No, I don't think anyone's home in this one. Beautiful big hole, but no one's home. Let's keep looking. So far we haven't had much luck finding a mud crab, but the day's only early. We've got perfect conditions. Ah, hermit crab. Alright Bella, let's keep exploring. What is it, Belle? This is so cool, seeing these mangrove bushes growing out in the middle of the sandbar. At low tide, they just look like an island of the land, if that makes sense. You've just got a tree growing up out of the sand in the middle of the nowhere. It's spectacular to see. There's a couple more down here as well. Oh, what's Bella found? We'll go and have a poke around and see if there's any muddies hiding underneath the tree. One more last look in the mangroves here for some mud crab holes, and if we don't do any good, I'll make my way back to the paddleboard and we'll go and see where the next adventure leads us. We've done exploring this area here, but it's been super cool. It's just absolutely beautiful landscape. That, yeah, exploring these low tide sandbanks is just so interesting. There's so many things to see. Well, we didn't have much luck finding any crab holes. There were no crab holes, so we'll head back to the boat and maybe do a bit of fishing, see if we can get some fish for dinner. It's funny, I'm out here in the middle of absolute nowhere, and these people over here have just turned up out of nowhere and they're having a bit of a fish. I don't know, oh, they must have walked from all the way up there. There's a point just up there I can see, like a bit of a car park or something, so maybe they've walked all of this way over to here. So that's cool. I'll say good day, see what they're up to, and yeah, me and Belle jump back on the boat and we'll head off. I'd like to get over to this sand cay over here for the incoming tide, and then I'm going to put the drone up and see if there's somewhere around that looks really sheltered to moor up for the night, because that'll be the next thing. I want to be moored and anchored up before, you know, at least 5 o'clock, so we're not struggling to look for somewhere to sleep for the night. So let's go. So I was just talking to a fella on the beach just here in the middle of nowhere, absolute middle of nowhere, and he's given me some local information about a good place to moor up for the night. So I'm going to go and check that out, and in the meantime I'm going to head over to this sand cove over here in the distance and maybe have a bit of a swim, have a fish. But for those of you who are watching my channel, I just want to say a big thank you so much for watching and giving me the support that I need to stay motivated to keep this channel going. It's really tough being a new channel. I've only been doing YouTube since March this year. That's March 2025, so it is now end of November, so that's only been like 9 months. So I have really enjoyed this journey, and I'm going to keep on going, and that's the reason why I got Seawitch over here, just so I can continue making great content and just mix it up a bit. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. It was really cool. So I was just talking to that guy back there, and he was telling me about some places to go and moor up for the night. So there's a place over here on Moreton Island called Coringle, he reckons. That looks really good, so I'm going to go and check that out and see if we can find some nice calm water for tonight. But it sounds really beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to make it up to Tangalooma, to the wrecks. I'm verging on nearly half a tank of fuel now, and I need to make sure I've got half a tank left to get home. So I'm probably just going to hang here around Amity Point, southern Moreton Island, for the next couple of days, do some fishing, just chill, explore, and hopefully do some cooking and get some great footage. So yeah, looking forward to it. So we're just going to be crossing the Moreton Island bar now, and a little bit of swell, a little bit of chop, so we're really going to see what Seawitch handles like. There's so many shallow sandbanks here. I'm thinking I'm going to put the drone up and drive by the drone so I can find the deep patches from the air. That sounds like a good idea. Man, she's shallow as. The deep water there. We'll be right. We'll get in. We'll get in there. We'll get in this little channel and lure her up. Thank God for the drone. You wait till you see what you wait till you see the footage of what I'm driving with. It's insane. Well, we tried, but we are stuck. We're on sand, and like that's just where we need to go to, right there. But just no such luck. It's just so shallow. I literally don't know how I could have gotten in there apart from going back around in there. Anyway, it's on the turning tide now, so I'm just going to wait for the tide to come in, and yeah, we'll just sit back and chill for a bit. So the wind's blowing us back into the deep now, but I'm actually having fun because there is the massive giant trevally swimming past before, and there was another big black shadow moving in the distance. So I'm just having a bit of a flick and see if I can catch any fish actually. But now that I'm back in deeper water, I'll have to figure out a different route to go to maybe get me into the blue water again. I actually think I'm going to make it this time. I can see dark water. I can see dark water going all the way around there now, and I'm just hugging the sandbank. I'm still in about a metre of water, so we're not doing too bad. And once I get there, I can see it's just going to be such a beautiful anchorage tonight. Can't wait. So I'm just preparing some potatoes here. I've just partial boiled them, and I'm going to chuck them in a bit of hot oil and cook up some awesome little chippies. There we go. Dinner is served in the Seawitch kitchen. Good morning. This morning I'm here in the beautiful southern end of Moreton Island, and I'm about to go over and explore this paradise over here. The mangroves at full tide, incoming tide at the moment. Belle and I are going to jump on the paddleboard. I can already see swarms of turtles and stingrays and all sorts of stuff, so it's going to be super, super cool. Let's go. You ready, Bella? Let's go. The beauty with the paddleboard is that you can sneak up on marine life. I just crept up on a turtle, but I didn't have the camera quick enough. But it's just so beautiful over here, it's so peaceful, and there's just so many stingrays sitting in the shallows. sneak up on the shark, but I keep spooking him. So we might go back to the boat and put the drone up and explore from the air, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, I can see another shark in the distance. It's bigger. We're going to go back to the boat and send the drone up and film from the air. So I'll see you guys back at the boat. Yeah. Hey Bella. Jump off. Off you up. Good girl. Time for coffee. The inverter that I installed has just saved the day. how good's this? Just being able to cruise along, drinking fresh coffee. Where will we go today? I don't know. I'm just going to play it by ear, but I'm getting out of this channel while the tide is high, because yesterday, as you saw, we got stuck in big time, so I don't want to get stuck. So I might head over to the other island and moor up there for a little while, and yeah, see if we can find some nice sandbanks to have a swim and stuff. So we found these beautiful little starfish, and what's happening is they wash themselves up onto the beach in a big swell, and then as the tide goes out, they're exposed, they're left laying on the sand until the tide comes back in and takes them back out into the ocean. Beautiful creatures. I'm surprised that they last so long out of the water, but you can see this guy here, he's just so healthy. He's even moving in my hand, so I'm going to give him a lift back out into the ocean. There you go. I kind of feel like that the boy in that, there's a story that goes, there's a young boy standing on the beach and there was hundreds and hundreds of starfish washed up onto the shore. So he started throwing them back into the ocean one by one. And there was an old man sitting up on the headland watching him, couldn't understand what he was doing. So he marched down and said to the boy, "What are you doing, son? You can't make any difference. Look how many starfish there are on the beach." And the little kid picked up a starfish, threw it in the water, and he said, "For that one, I made the world of difference." And a beautiful story, but that's how I'm feeling right now, seeing the starfish on the beach and throwing them back into the ocean. Oh, she's rocking and rolling. This swell and the weather has just turned really sour at the moment, but I'm just having a quick stop here on Peel Island so Bella can get out and stretch her legs, and we might do a little bit of exploring and walk up into the bushes a bit and see if we can get into some mischief. Let's go. We're literally surfing the waves in. It's crazy. What do you reckon, Bella? Oh, Bella will be happy to see dry land, I think. She's doing so well, Bella. She's doing so well with her sea legs, her little puppy sea legs. Righto, when you're ready. Good job. Oh, look out. There's some quite interesting rock formations behind me here. Check out the colour of the iron in the sand. Look at all the seaweed rotting, washing up on the rocks. We'll keep going forward. See what we can find. Up you go, Bella. Looks like a bit of a track up here, I don't know. We'll see how we go. Maybe not. No, it's just a dead end, Bella. I don't really want to go walking up through there. This looks like it could be a bit better path to go up and get onto that ridge up there so we can walk along. Let's go have a look, see what we can discover. Going up's probably the easy part. Oops, spiders. Hello, Bella, can you climb up there? It's only me. You climb up there, 1, 2, 3. Go, Bella, go. Up you go. Oh, crikey. What's up there, Bella? I hope it's a path. Oh, biscuits. It's nothing. Now we've got to get all the way back down there again. Bugger. No, Bella. Come on, we'll go back. Oops, running out of things to grab onto. We're nearly there. Nearly there, Bella. Whoa. Good job, Bella. Whew. Gosh, that was so crazy. We walked all the way, cobweb, all the way up the top of the ridge there, hoping there'd be a track, and there were nada. No tracks for us. But this is really pretty. Check this out. Have a look at these rocks here. They almost look like stairs going up to somewhere. I wonder if these ones lead anywhere, Bella. Let's go. Oh, cobweb. Whoops. Hey, easy tiger. Go this way. Follow me. Up this way. That way. There you go. Oh yeah, this looks better. Looks like there could be a bit of a path. So that's where we came from. Between those two headlands just there. Oh, those two islands just there. There are a couple of other big boats coming over now. And there you've got North Stratty just over there. This small island here, I don't know what that's called. Anyway, let's go, Bella. Let's try and find some coconut palms. Unlikely. Cobweb. So we're just trying to find like a main track. There's looking at a main track that runs through here. This could be it. Looks like an old forest trail. Oh, here's these vines that stick to you again. Let go. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A bit of an opening. After being on the water for the last 3 days, going for a walk through the bush is actually quite it's quite cool. Have a look at this. Looks like an old telegraph pole at some point. Be interesting to find out a little bit more about what that's all about. Lead the way, Bella. Just found something a little bit alarming. There's a snake track here, and it's a big guy too. If you can see, he's come around here, gone up that way and into the bush. Now, to leave a track that wide is a freaking big snake. It's probably like a big black snake or something, coming up to the hot season. So I'm going to be very, very careful where I'm walking from now. So this is pretty interesting. I've actually found almost like a road that looks like at some point vehicles were on this island. Now this is Peel Island. There is no ferry service. There is no one living here as far as I know. So I'm just so curious to find out what these vehicle tracks are and when the last time they were used. Okay, I don't know what it is, but up ahead in the distance, up here, I don't know if it's just a clearing in the bushes or it's a roof of some sort of structure, so I'm interested to see what that is. You see there's something It could just be the light shining through the rainforest. Another one of those old telegraph poles. It's got vines wrapped all around it. So I can see the water just through the bushes here. So yeah, we've walked over to the eastern side of the island now by the looks of. We're back on board and just having a quick smoothie, and then we're going to start making our way back to the Gold Coast. So she's pretty rough conditions out there, so we're just going to cruise. It's probably going to be a good 2-hour trip back at about 8 to 10 knots. See how flat the water gets when we get up into the islands a bit more. So let's go. Ready, Bella? Woo! She's a bit wild and woolly.
After a rough 2 hours out to sea, we finally made it back inland, and I found this beautiful bit of paradise to stop and have some lunch and have a bit of a rest. We found a bit of a rope swing and these cliff faces, and I looked it up on Google Maps, and it was actually called the Cliffs. And it's like this black sandstone rock that goes for, I don't know, about 100 meters or so, but it was really pretty. So let's go check out this beautiful bit of paradise and see what it's all about.
Go check out this beautiful little place I found. It's called the Cliffs, and up there you can see like there's just black cliffs, sand cliffs and stuff. Looks super cool. I was keen to explore. Looks like there's been a bit of a bushfire through here recently, maybe a year ago or something. There's a rope swing up there too. Cool. Let's go check it out, Bella. To see here on land, but we might jump on the paddleboard and go for a quick paddle just up around the corner to where the cliffs are, and just have a little bit of a look and explore. I wonder what's up there. Super keen to find out. Someone's made a rope swing. I don't know. You keen to try it out, Bella? I can't come all this way and see a rope swing and not have a crack. Let's go. wonder what's up there. We might explore that one another day. Hey Bill, let's get back to the Seawitch, have some lunch and start making our way back into my marina, which is still about another 2 hours away. Let's go, Bella. Being on the boat and having everything you need packed is that you always get to have something nice for lunch. So I'm tucking in a nice tuna salad. Then I'm going to put the drone up. We're going to film this beautiful landscape here behind us. And then we're going to start making our way back home. So let's go for lunch.